In the journey of life, we all face storms. Moments when the world seems dark and our path uncertain. Adversity. It's a word we're all too familiar with. But what if I told you that within adversity lies an opportunity? An opportunity to grow, to learn, and to draw closer to our true purpose. Remember the story of Job from the Bible. A man of unwavering faith, Job faced unimaginable losses and suffering. Yet, he never cursed God. Instead, he said, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" Job 2:10. In our darkest hours, it's easy to question our faith, to wonder why we face such trials. But the Bible reminds us that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned. Yet, he rose to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. His trials were not a punishment, but a preparation for a greater purpose. And then there's Jesus, who, after fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, was tempted by the devil. He could have turned stones into bread, jumped from the pinnacle, or bowed to Satan for worldly kingdoms. But he resisted, teaching us that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Matthew 4:4. Every day, we face our own temptations. The allure of shortcuts, the pull of negative influences, the whispers of self-doubt. But like Jesus, we have the power to resist, to choose the path of righteousness. I once met a woman named Clara. Diagnosed with a terminal illness, she could have given in to despair. But instead, she started a support group, turning her pain into a platform to uplift others. Clara often said, "Every challenge is a chance to shine God's light." You see, adversity isn't just about the struggles we face. It's about how we respond to them. It's about finding strength in faith, hope in despair, and light in the darkest of times. So when the winds of adversity blow, remember the words of James 1:12. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. Stand firm, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. For with God by our side, there's no storm we can't weather. In every heart, there lies a battlefield. A place where challenges meet determination, where trials test our spirit, and where adversity seeks to dim our light. Consider the tale of David and Goliath. A young shepherd boy, armed only with a sling and faith, faced a giant that everyone feared. Yet, David declared, "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine." 1 Samuel 17:37. Life's giants come in many forms: doubt, fear, loss, or despair. But with unwavering faith, even the mightiest challenges can be conquered. Recall the story of Esther, a young Jewish woman in a foreign land. She risked her life to save her people, drawing strength from her faith and declaring, "If I perish, I perish." Esther 4:16. Her courage reminds us that sometimes, standing up for what's right is the greatest victory. Then there's Paul, once a persecutor of Christians, transformed by a divine encounter. Despite shipwrecks, imprisonments, and hardships, he proclaimed, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Philippians 4:13. Every setback, every challenge, every mountain in our path is an opportunity. An opportunity to grow, to transform, and to witness the power of faith. I was once told of a man named Elias who, after losing everything in a fire, began rebuilding not just his home, but his community. He often said, "In the ashes of devastation, we find the seeds of hope." Life's journey is filled with twists and turns, highs and lows. But as Proverbs 24:16 reminds us, "For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." It's not about how many times we're knocked down, but how many times we get back up. In the face of adversity, Let's remember the heroes of the Bible, ordinary people with extraordinary faith. For in their stories, we find the blueprint for our own triumphs. Embrace the journey, face the giants, and let your faith be the sling that propels you to victory. For with God as our guide, no challenge is insurmountable.